There are royal engagements, and then there are moments that quietly reveal who someone truly is. And during her latest school visit, Kate Middleton didn't just show up as the Princess of Wales. She showed up as the woman many now call the children's princess, and for once, that title didn't feel like a nickname. It felt like a reality unfolding in front of everyone watching. Because the second she stepped into Castle Hill Academy in South London, something shifted. Teachers noticed it. Parents felt it. And even the kids seemed to sense it the moment she walked in. This wasn't just another polished royal appearance. This was Kate stepping into the space she's been quietly building her entire public life around. But that's only where the story begins. She arrived just a day after William wrapped up his high-profile Saudi Arabia tour, yet the contrast between the two royal schedules couldn't have been more striking. While he was navigating diplomatic meetings, Kate was stepping into an environment full of paint, laughter, nervous giggles, and tiny hands grabbing at her coat sleeve. And somehow, this seemed like the place she belonged most. Her visit came as part of Children's Mental Health Week, something she's been tied to long before it became a headline-friendly topic. Kate has been working with Place 2B since 2013, long before early childhood development became her defining mission. It's one of the commitments she never dropped, never sidelined, never treated like a box to check. And you could tell. Because the moment she walked into that early years outdoor play space, her entire demeanor softened. The area was designed using therapeutic principles: creative play, sensory exploration, emotional regulation, everything she's been advocating publicly for years. Watching the kids interact with the space, she wasn't standing there as a distant royal. She was leaning down, asking questions, watching their faces closely. One staff member reportedly said she seemed invested on a different level, though that's unverified. Still, you could see something real in how she listened. But what happened next may have been the most emotional piece of the entire visit. Kate sat with parents, some of whom had actually used Place 2B's services when they were children themselves. Imagine that. Kids who once needed emotional support now grown, now parents, now watching their own children thrive under the same program that helped them years earlier. According to attendees, a few parents were visibly emotional, and Kate didn't rush them, didn't push the conversations along. She just listened. She's always been someone who understands the power of silence, and this was one of those moments. And then came the art studio. This part of the visit wasn't just adorable, it was revealing. Kids were working on belonging maps, drawing the people, places, and memories that made them feel safe. And Kate jumped right in, talking with them, helping map out tiny stick figures and bright-colored houses. Rumors online claim that at least one child said something sweet that made her laugh, or possibly tear up, though nothing has been confirmed. Still, you could see from the footage, she was fully present. But the real work happened away from the cameras. Behind closed doors, Kate joined leadership from both Place 2B and Castle Hill Academy to discuss the deeper challenges families in New Addington face. It wasn't just about listening to heartwarming stories, it was about understanding the pressure points that often go unseen. Some observers claim she was pushing for expanded support in the area, though again, that's not confirmed. But given her track record, it wouldn't be surprising. And then she did something she rarely does. She posted a personal message after the visit, signed simply with the letter C. And that small detail instantly grabbed attention online. Because when Kate signs something personally, it means the moment touched her. Her message centered on one word: belonging. The way she framed it, the importance of love, care, connection, and time, felt unusually vulnerable for a royal statement. Almost like she wasn't speaking as a public figure, but as a mother. And people noticed. This isn't a woman casually dipping into a cause for a photo op. This is someone who built an entire framework, the Center for Early Childhood, to anchor her mission. Someone who spearheaded the Shaping Us framework to outline the emotional skills children need long before anyone else was talking about it this loudly. And during this visit, you could feel all of that work, all of that energy, all of that purpose connecting in one place. Some royal watchers say this may be the clearest glimpse yet of Kate's long-term legacy, something she's been building piece by piece, gently but relentlessly. Because she's not just attending events, she's shaping futures. And she's doing it in a way that feels human, intentional, and deeply personal. And maybe that's why she's called the children's princess. Not because of a headline, not because of an image, but because every time she steps into a room filled with children, she becomes the most authentic version of herself. The question now is simple. Is this the beginning of a new era for Kate, or just the first glimpse of something much bigger?